Okay, start again from the beginning.
Many years ago, there was a simple man named Uri. He used to save up money all year round to buy himself a beautiful lulav and etrog. And one year, he was traveling to go purchase his lulav and etrog. But as he stopped in an inn, and he was almost at the town where they had that great lulav and etrog sale, he heard a man crying. And he said, "Oh my, why is that grown man crying?" The man was complaining that his horse had collapsed, and it was his only source of income because he was a wagon driver. And so this kind man, Uri, took all of his money that he'd saved up from the whole year for his own mitzvah, and he gave it away to help that poor man purchase himself a new horse so he could have a livelihood. Now, with barely but $5 left in his pocket, he went on to the next town and he bought the most inexpensive, cheapest, barely kosher lulav and etrog you could imagine. Coming home, he was really ashamed to have a real lousy-looking etrog. But that year, when the great tzaddik, Reb Zusha and Reb Elimelech, were praying and in shul, they all of a sudden stopped and they went around sniffing. They wanted to see where that special etrog is. And we'll do it like this. Here, Hinda, you can hold this. And I'll be Reb Zusha. And he went around sniffing. I smell Gan Eden. I smell paradise somewhere. Is it you, Chaim?
Nes Gadol.
Oh, Nes Gadol, this is it! You've got the etrog from paradise! Wow! And with that, he said, "How did you do it?" And Uri told him the whole story, how he was going to purchase this most beautiful etrog, but he gave away his money to help someone else.
Oh, that was very kind of him.
Very kind of him. And the story goes on, because the great tzaddik said that year on Rosh Hashanah, when God was judging the people, there was a great court case going on in heaven. And the question was, will the mitzvot, the good deeds, give the Jewish people a good year or not? Now, there was a big question going on up in the heavenly court when suddenly the man who received this new horse was so excited but didn't know how to thank God. He didn't know how to pray in Hebrew. He went outside and took his whip and just whipped it in the air with a crack. And he said, "God, this is all I know how to do. And with this I will thank you and laud you." And with that, he took his whip and did something like this. Praise the Lord! Praise the Lord! Praise the Lord! And with that, a blinding light sparkled in heaven, and all of the mitzvahs went straight to the throne of glory, and the people were blessed with a good year. So you see the power of a mitzvah. You never know what you might do to help someone else, what type of blessing it might bring to you and to the entire world. So don't ever underestimate, just because you're here in this retirement hotel, it doesn't mean that you cannot do a mitzvah. You can be kind to one of your neighbors. You can do something extra to be happy. You can say a kind word to someone. That may bring blessing upon your head, upon your neighbors, and upon the entire world. Shana Tova.
Shana Tova.